Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in, and if you are a returning subscriber, I would like to say a very big thank you to you. Please keep sharing. Don't forget your notification when you subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what you want to add to this tutorial. Okay, now let's jump right into the video. Now this tutorial is inspired by this beaded ball pendant and fringe you see here. So this was basically a charm on a bag, and then I decided, I changed my mind on this. Now I'm going to make a chain necklace for this. Okay, it's a multiple chain necklace. Yeah, so right in front of you, you could see the materials on the mat. First and foremost, I'm going to need um let me start from the beads. Yeah, I'm going to need a size 80 beads. Okay, I'm going to need, these are size 80 beads, and they are white, but these are called chalk whites. Yeah, they are not really thick or opaque white. They are light white colored beads, and they are size 80 beads. I'm also going to need you know, this is a bronze color seed bead. Yeah, and it's 11O seed bead. Okay, and I'm also going to need 11O. Now all the two of the beads are 11Os. This is also a white colored seed bead, and it's also 11Os. They are very quality, and they are Japan made beads. Now when we come down here, I will need this one. I'm going to use this is usually used for macrame projects. It's really thin. It's thin and it's thick. I don't know the English to call this. I mean, it's difficult to break because it's quite thick and thin for this tutorial, okay, or for this project. So I prefer to use this one. I don't know the name to call this, but it's usually used for, or normally used for my macrame projects. I would also use this somewhere. Now you see this chain here. When you start watching, somewhere along the line, I told you I would use this wire. I showed you this wire mesh, and then I told you about something, if you should watch the video, but I didn't use that. I used this. Okay, I use this because it's flexible. So please, you might come across that video, and then I showed you this picture. It is not here right now. I've put it somewhere, and so I really can't go that further. Okay, so I'm just trying to tell you that I changed my mind and I used this. Okay, for the flexibility of it. Okay, all right. So as we move along, I would also need this. This is a cream tube. Look at it really well. It's really tiny, and this is used to finish or to lock your bead chain or your bead necklace, and this goes with this. Okay, this is called a clamshell. It always goes with this. Okay, to lock the your bead chain. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, so this is the cram tube, or the cream tube, sorry, is inside the clamshell here, so they always go together. I'll also need jump ring. I'll need a jump ring. I would also need toggle and clasp. I'll need the end caps here, and then F6000 glue, the long nose and the curved nose pliers, and then I'll need a pair of scissors, and obviously the beading mat. Okay, so let's get ready. Get your popcorns, get your coffee. I mean, share this video to your friend. Let's get together. If you have these materials, let's get started. Okay, just start something and be confident in yourself. You can do something, right? Thank you very much. You can share your projects with me if you want. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the video. So at this point, I have some of my size 8O seed beads on my beading mat, And now this is the thread I'm going to use, my nylon thread. And so I have already bent this part of it so that it can easily penetrate through the beads. So I'm going to hold it like this, okay, and then put it one on one. Now I'm using 8-hole seed beads because it has huge holes, okay, and it's easier to penetrate through. So I'm going to, and they are quite bigger than the 11-hole seed beads. So I'm going to go through like that, okay. Now you might think it would take long, but believe in me, this is a really simple, you can use bigger ones which are 6 O's, okay, and it's also going to look nice. But I don't have 6 O's. I would have used 6 O's to be more faster, but I have 8 O's. So this is what I'm using for my project. So I'll see you when I get to my desired length. So this is my perfect measurement. I have about 7 inches of beaded chain, or a bead chain, in front of me right now. Okay, so I think this is the desired length I want. So I'll go ahead to seal this up. Now from the beginning, when I was mentioning the materials, I came across this, or I showed you this, and then I said it was a cream shell. It's not a cream shell. The name is clamshell. Clamshell, okay, clamshell. So please, in case you know and you heard of it, I think I made my corrections there, but I'll mention it again. This is clamshell, okay. So I'll go ahead to seal this off. Yeah, other ones you can use, but this is what I have at the moment. So I'll go ahead to add this to my project. And then this is the cream tube. It's really small. Look at it, very, very tiny. So you should manage or handle it well, else you can just lose it so easily and you will not find it. And this is very important to your project, okay. Now I would have to close this with my tube here, okay. So I'll press this up a little bit like so. Then I'll go ahead to push the clamshell closer to it like so. Then I'll cut this off, okay. I'm going to cut the excess off like so. Then I'll bend this up and then close the clamshell. Yeah, so I'll go ahead to open, bend this up a little bit just for it to stay intact inside it, or so that you don't see the tip of it when I finish closing the clamshell. A little bit more, okay. Just do this very, very carefully, okay, so you don't lose everything. So I would close my clamshell from here. You don't press it too much, but just make it right, okay. So this is where I'm going to attach my jump ring to it, and then finally add the locker. I'll find the name of this and add it to it, okay. Add it to the materials and let you know, or if you know, you can just comment about this, okay. So I'm going to repeat the same process on the other length, okay, here, and then get back to you. Now this is the other length, the other end, okay. And so I would like to remind you on something. When you are closing your work, either bracelet or necklace, and you are using these kind of materials, please, I used to find it quite difficult to finish this kind of projects when I'm using the cream tube and the clamshell. Okay, now this part, please, when you close, just try to don't make it too tight, because in the end it might open the crumb it might open the cream tube, or it might even break it when it becomes too tight. Okay, so this is what I do. Now watch how I do this. This is the other end. Okay, now you hold this with your curved nose plier. If you have a long nose plier, it's also okay, but I like to use this with a curved nose plier, and you push it directly in, but just try to make sure that it's quite flexible from this side. It should not be too tight. Okay, it should just be right. It should not be too tight, and it shouldn't be too loose as well. Okay, so now you push it in. Let me just make sure the other ones are not like so, and then you press. Give it a nice press, and then you cut. Now let me see if you see, at least you could see some thread when you try to open the bead up, a little bit thread. Okay, this is what I mean. It should be a little flexible. Okay, so from here, what do? You cut the excess, and then you burn, because the tip is showing, so you burn. And then you close with your curved nose plier. Easy. So you have your two ends closed now. Okay, and then you can add whatever either toggle and clasp or something that you have. Now I also found this. I thought I only had this, so I'm going to replace this with this, because it's the same color, so I think it's perfect for the work, right? So I realized that after I was done, the pendant was quite too heavy for my liking. So change of plans, I decided to make a bead crochet thin necklace to attach the pendant instead. Okay, now the chain of white necklace is still going to be there. It's still going to be part of the project, but I would also add another chain from this 11 seed beads, which is a bronze color, with this wire, I don't know the name, wire gauze or wire mesh or what they used to call it. Okay, and then get back to you. Yeah, so finally I have the bead chain necklace, okay, with this 11 seed beads, bronze color. And if you're wondering what just happened right here, I just joined them together. Okay, I joined the two together, the first bead chain of the 8 seed beads and this one, and of this one. Okay, now I think as time goes on, I'm beginning to change things. Now look at that. This was the whole idea anyways. So I have already started with my bead crochet, okay, of which I'm going to add this to. So in all, it's going to be 3 should I say cluster of necklace, I don't know the word for this, so it's going to be 3 in 1. Okay, all right, this will be my very first time I have done this project, but I'll give it a try. And I realize as time goes on, or as I um, go on with this project, new ideas keep coming in. Now look at this. I did this charm some time back with a different kind of white, okay, white bead. Now this is, there are two kinds of white beads that I know of. There's this chalk white bead, and there's this um there's a name they call this. It's a very, it's a thick white, okay. It's a thick white, and there's a chalk white. There's a light white, which is a chalk white, and there's this kind of white. So I wanted to make the butterfly from using the chalk white, or the color, this kind of color, okay, or from this kind of white, you know. Yes, but I mean, it's, the difference is not, it's similar, okay, the difference is not that much. Yeah. So when I put them together, I mean, I was so happy. Look at what this is creating. It's going to be like this, okay. And then I also found this, and I'm like, okay, so let me add this to this part. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. I think I'm going to add the two together. Yeah, what do you think? Now I'm going to make tutorials out of this, okay, and then let you know. I'm going to upload them, and then, I mean, if you are on my channel, or if you are watching this tutorial, please try to press the notification bell to get the uploads when I'm done, okay, please, so that you would know how I am able to finish with this project. Yeah, if you want to learn how to make simple charms, break stitch charms, please press on my notification, okay, so that you would know whenever I upload. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so I would go ahead and then finish with my bead crochet rope necklace. Yeah, so at this point I'm done with my bead crochet. Sorry for the sounds background, this is a neighbor. Okay, so I'm done with my bead crochet, and so this is the exact length I was looking for. So I have already put a bead cap here. Now I didn't do a tutorial on this because I have done I have some videos on the how to make a bead crochet already. So this was done off camera, and so I'm going to add my bead cap to it. And I'm always using F6000 because it's a superb super glue for beadwork. Okay, so I'm going to recommend F6000 for you in case you are a beginner, or even if you are, you know, a hobbyist doing beads and you want to have a good glue. Please, this is a good glue for you for your beadwork. Okay, I would highly recommend this glue for you. Okay, and so I would put some of the glue in the bead cap. Yeah, just a little bit. You just paint a little bit or spread a little bit on the crochet, and then you add your bead cap, you push it like so. Now as time goes on, it's going to get tacky, all right, so don't worry, it's going to be hard and really strong. Yeah, but I feel like I need to add a little bit more on it, so I'll just spread some more. Okay, and then I'll put some here. Oh my god, I'm going to clean this up, don't worry, it will come off so easily because some are already on the bead cap. Yeah, so like so, and that's it. Okay, and so this is the other part. Remember, I did this before. Yeah, so in the end, this is what I was looking for. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a jump ring on both sides and then attach it to the end, and then it's going to look like this. Okay, and then here in the end I'm going to add my you know, beaded ball fringe and what okay, beaded ball pendant, let me just put it that way. I'll just add it to it. I'm going to bead something here, and then I'm going to do this on camera so you see. Okay, I would bead something, or let me do it off camera. It's okay. I would have time and make a tutorial on it, and then I'm going to attach it to this side, okay, so that it can stand well. And then I would also have another tutorial on how to make let me show you right here of how to make a butterfly, okay, a butterfly charm. Now this butterfly charm, I'm going to attach it to this part, okay, to this bronze color bead, okay, and then it's going to look like this. All right, so this is all there is to it. This is what this will be the end of my project. So this was the whole idea, okay. So I'll get back to you after I have. Now before that, this one has to get dried, the bead caps have to get dried, and then I'll attach there's a name for it. I don't know if you are getting the picture. When you want to attach your pendant, there's something that they hold on to, okay, but mine is going to be in beads, so I'll do that and then attach my pendants to it, and then also the butterfly, which is going to be on another tutorial. Yeah, so please you can pause here and continue with your bead work, okay, and then I'll get back to you. If there's anything you want me to understand, let me know in the comment section. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so finally I'm done with my my what would I call this, a pendant holder or something. So this is what I talked about earlier, and this is what I was trying to do. This was the whole idea of making something in a beaded form, and then just put it in here in the middle of the necklace like so. I think you can see the picture. And then after, I'm going to close this gap, okay, by sewing with a thread and needle. Then after, I put a jump ring, and then I hold on to the pendants like that with a hook, okay. So this was the whole idea. And if you already know how to make a brick, this is a brick stitch method I used, okay, and it's a very simple thing. I started from 2, and then we went on 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I decreased from the side. It's really simple, okay. I'm going to make a tutorial on this one day, not now, because I think in one of those videos, it's been a while I've done this. Yeah, but if you already know how to do this, it's okay. But if you're a beginner, I would for the sake of people who are joining my channel or subscribing, I'm going to do this again. I'm not going to promise, but I will try to do this again, okay. Yes, so basically this is what I'm going to close this up. Now I want these to dry up, and then finally I would close this up and then add my yeah, I would also do this. I'm mentioning this again. I would do this tutorial. This is going to be on another tutorial. It won't be on this video, okay. So please watch out for this next tutorial. This is also a brick stitch method I'm going to use. Yeah, so thank you very much, and see you when see you after 24 hours. Okay, after this is done, you go ahead and then attach this part to it, and then add pendants to it. Okay, thank you very much. So finally it's 24 hours and they are all done. They are dried. The end caps are all dried, and I'm also finished. I have closed this too. Okay, I have closed them together, and I've added my jump ring to it. So this is how it's going to look like. See, this is what I meant. You open this, and then you attach, and then you are good to go. See how nice it look? Yes. So this was the whole idea. That is why I made this, just to hold it. Yeah. And so I'll go ahead to so this tutorial is about making a multiple necklaces. Okay, so this is, I'm going to add, or I'm going to join these two together, okay, with a jump ring. Let me put them here so you just understand what I mean. So I'm going to open this. Let me hold it in the other hand. It's getting a little okay. So I'll open this. All right, and then I'll go through this, and then we'll go through this again, like so. And then I close. Uh-oh. So I think the curved nose is used for closing, and this is used for holding. That was why in the beginning I was messing them out. So I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side. Okay, I'll repeat the same process on the other side. Yeah, so I'm done with the other end, and I've added other things to it like the toggle and the clasp. So to attach the toggle and the clasp, I also had to add another jump ring and then add my toggle and my clasp. Okay, so I used about 3 jump rings here. I used 3 jump rings here, and I had to do everything or lock everything together. And then do you remember my charm? It's ready here, and I've already added my charm to the bronze chain. Okay, look at that. It looks pretty, isn't it? Yeah, so this is a tutorial which is coming up very soon. Okay, I would upload it really soon, so please watch this out. And then finally I have added my pendant, okay, my inspiration. So this is all done. This was the whole idea, yeah. And so please, this is something easy. You don't have to do a beaded chain to have a multiple necklace. Okay, you can also use size 8 seed beads or maybe another kind of but I thought that this is heavy to hold, and then the perfect project for it was a beaded crochet. Okay, so that was why I decided to make a beaded crochet to hold it. Okay, but in case you have a leather chain or something much more heavier, you can do the same thing, and then or have another pendant which is not even of a beaded. If your pendant is heavy, you can use something much more heavier so that it doesn't sink in like the way it did before. Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Thank you for having time. And if there's anything you want me to explain, I would explain. Please, you can share this with me on the in the comment section below. Okay, thank you so much for your subscription. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for commenting. Please comment, like, and don't forget to press on the notification for new uploads every single time. Okay, let's learn together. Okay, thank you very much, and have a nice successful day. Bye bye. See you in my next tutorial.